Fitzy and Whipper with Kate Ritchie podcast.
This is a terrifying moment. A mum she's gone into an Airbnb, I think, with a couple of other girls. Girls' weekend away, if you know what I mean.
Lock up your husbands!
What?
Really?
Nothing.
Is that your third bloody bottle of Riesling?
Put the penis
Denise?
straws away.
Where are they?
I don't know.
Oh, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Okay.
Does not matter
Doesn't
at all.
matter. Not
Okay,
in
I'm
the
just trying to
article.
draw the picture.
But it was time to give a review of the Airbnb for the weekend, and she's put up a few photos and said, well, unfortunately, I woke up in the morning and I found out she didn't even know. This is the other side of this story is she's a heavy sleeper. Because she woke up in the morning and saw the evidence of the thing that was sleeping next to her, and she had no idea. Kate, it was a possum.
I didn't know what you were going to say. You were going to say it was Jared from reception.
Have a look at the possum. Has weed and pooed everywhere in the bed.
Oh.
And she had no idea the whole time.
Are you sure Shannon didn't do this and try and blame a possum?
Yeah, girls. Sorry, that was my little possum. Sorry about that.
Oh, Shannon's wet the bed.
Oh, Shannon, you need to see a doctor.
So they've
That's
got
a
rid of the
horrible
possum. The
stain.
possum's been taken and relocated as they do these days, isn't it? Well, you've got to take them a long way away because the possum
20 Ks.
they find their way back.
Yeah, they're like little homing pigeons.
Aren't they?
God, it's just, I cannot believe that you wouldn't feel a possum curling up in the bed next to you and then offloading into the bed.
And they're quite vicious.
Yeah, we had a terrible problem with as a kid, and Peter the Possum Man would have to come around and he'd put the traps out. But it's like the story fits not long ago of the lady that woke up and there was a snake that had slithered into bed and was on the other side of the bed and apparently measuring herself up. The snake next to the person lying there.
See if they could eat her.
Yep. You know how they do that?
Kate, did you?
Yeah, they measure themselves
Jess,
first
can you
if someone's lying down to see if they could get them in them.
How do you know that?
Snakes do it.
I think that's
not
So you made that up.
That's true.
They're not walking. What do snakes do? Slither.
Yeah, they're not walking.
They're not
walking.
Yeah, they're just walking over just with a ruler. Oh, there's 30 centimetres. There's
I
another 30.
could get that in.
Snake coming down the
Can
hallway.
you find the possum that we had up in our house? Have you heard a possum get really angry and defend its territory?
Yes. I've had a possum
gosh.
try to get into a cabin I stayed at in the Blue Mountains many years
God.
ago.
It freaked us out. Have a listen to this.
Yeah.
What the freaking hell is that? What is that?
That's from a horror movie.
Jesus. What is that? I don't know.
We were.
And it was so hard for
Is it a
BJ to sleep
bird?
up in that attic that night.
Is it a possum? Jesus.
Seen that footage where the woman is there in a dress and she's trying to. I think it's a squirrel. And she's trying to get away from the squirrel, and it runs straight up her stockings, up her skirt, up her dress, and she can't get it out.
We are
Extraordinary. Little things up
What were you
there.
going to say?
Its tail's hanging out.
We are asking you, what did you wake up to that you didn't know was there? Annie in Castle Hill, what did you wake up to, Annie?
Oh, we woke up to, we had just over a 2-metre diamond python at the back door, and we've got glass sliding doors, and my son at that stage was going to school, and he was, Mum, how am I going to get to school? There's a snake. And it was just, the poor thing, he was just terrified. But it was a diamond python, but
Yeah. You don't need to worry about those.
Diamond pythons
They're friendly. They can bite you, though.
they can bite
They can
you.
have a bite, but they're not going to kill you.
Well, they can eat
No.
you, can't they? Can't they swallow you?
Diamond python?
The big pythons are the
Are you
ones
thinking
that...
of
That's an anaconda.
or a boa constrictor?
Yeah, they can get quite large.
Laura, hello. What did you wake up next to?
Morning, guys. My little shriveled up goldfish jumped out of the tank onto my mattress.
Oh, no. And did you find out the next morning, Laura, and it was done and dusted?
Yeah, it was staring at me from the...
Oh, those googly eyes. And Laura,
What were you doing to the poor goldfish to make him jump out in the middle
No
of the
idea,
night?
but he left his buddy and jumped out of bed. Jumped out of the tank into bed.
you wonder how long the poor little thing was flapping around for next to you as you slept calmly.
Absolutely.
Oh,
Laura.
it's a good way to go, isn't it? It's like a Romeo and Juliet kind of
What do
story,
you
isn't it? That one
mean?
goes, that you're in love with your fish, and
I don't
the
think
fish
they were
dies
in
next
love.
to you.
I think it was more like having to be stuck in this studio with, say, Whip. You'd jump out of the bowl too.
He's been trying to jump out for years.
Jump out of this studio for a long
Been
time.
waiting for the water to fill up. Chris, welcome to the show. What did you wake up next to, Chris?
I actually brought this guy home one night years ago. I refused his advances, but he stayed the night. The next weekend, I came home and found him in the lounge room because my flatmate brought him home and she slept with him.
You're kidding me.
Oh!
You're kidding me.
I wish I was.
He just really loved the house. He didn't care who it was. He just wanted to stay.
Oh, Chris, were you upset with your roommate, or you had a bit of a
I
chuckle?
was serious. I said, "Are you serious? You picked up. What are you doing, really?"
Oh, my gosh. We've got
It wasn't next to you the week after, but he was in the bedroom next to you.
We've got a call here
Yes, he was.
from Inga,
Yes, he
from Cremorne. Inga, what have you woke? Oh no, she's dropped out.
That's
That was
my-
Tom's wife.
That's my wife, mate.
What did she wake up
She's
next
woken
to?
up next to
A snake.
half man, half girl.
Sneaky. Oh, okay. We've gone that angle, have we? Oh, sneaky snake.
She's woken up to a middle-aged librarian.
Fitzy and Whipper with Kate Ritchie is a Nova podcast. For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcast.com.au.